Dan saya Afiq Syazwan.
Dan saya Wani Kiri.
Dalam DidikTV. Inilah dia program khas untuk pelajar-pelajar SPM, calon-calon SPM yang akan menduduki peperiksaan SPM 2020 tak lama lagi. Sebab kita tahulah kan, SPM 2020 ni yang paling mencabarlah kan di musim pandemik ni. Nak dapatkan ilmu secukupnya memang susah. Jadi itulah dia. Adanya DidikTV di sini untuk memberi panduan, tips maupun teknik untuk menjawab soalan SPM nanti.
Dan kami pun nak ingatkan juga program yang akan bersiaran setiap hari untuk pelajar-pelajar semua memahami lebih mendalam setiap mata pelajaran yang akan diajarkan setiap hari oleh guru-guru yang berbeza. Dan hari
juga
ini
subjek yang berbeza.
Dan hari ini subjek kita adalah Bahasa Inggeris Kertas 1.
Tapi siapakah gerangan guru yang akan mengajar pada hari ini ya?
Betul.
Dengan cerita cikgu ni best.
Berpengalaman mengajar bahasa Inggeris dari SMK Sungai Besi. Nama yang diberi adalah Cikgu Jowana dan dengar kata ada gelaran nama yang sangat popular di kalangan pelajar-pelajar semua. Nak tahu kita kena sembang lebih panjang dengan cikgu kita nantilah.
Tanpa buang masa, mari kita bersama dengan
Cikgu Jowana. Assalamualaikum Cikgu.
Waalaikumsalam Wani and Afiq.
How are you, teacher?
I'm fine, thank you. And as you said just now, my nickname, you can call me Madam Jojo.
Madam Jojo.
Madam Jojo. Okay, teacher. So today we are going to mix our language. Afiq gonna talk BM. Wani sendiri akan cakap bahasa Melayu dan juga bahasa Inggeris.
No problem.
Because we know that some students are not really fluent in talking English.
Jangan risau, Afiq ada. Afiq akan terangkan kepada anda.
So teacher, today we are going to know more into English paper 1. So what do you have with you, teacher, today? We're going to start here.
Now, basically, when we are talking about paper 1, it's an AC paper. Now, Wani, do you remember? Do you like writing essays?
I love writing. Not just English, I love writing in any subjects also.
Okay, what about you, Afiq? Do you like writing?
Mungkin semua lelaki tahulah.
Yes, that's the simple answer. Now, it's okay, but for your SPM, you have to do it. You got no choice.
Yes.
Okay? Either you like it or not, you have to write your essay. So, paper 1, we're talking about essay. So, let me introduce to the paper. Alright? So, the first one will be, you need to know about paper 1 is there are 2 questions. We call it section A and section B. Now, for section A, we call it directed writing. Okay? This is where you have a formatted essay. You are being guided. Okay, I'm sure one you still remember, right? And then only 45 minutes to answer. No word limit, but remember, since it's only 45 minutes, you have to limit your writing. Don't go over. You're so excited you want to write like 4 pages for 300 and 400. No need, because the mark will be the same.
35.
So here, I'm going to stress on how you are going to answer in the time limit given, but you still can score the best mark possible, right? Okay. So now, before we look into section B, let's focus here, section A. Let's see what happened. Okay, the format. Okay. Now, you have to remember, for directed writing, there are 5 formats that you have to remember. All the candidates have to remember. Why? Because by knowing the right format, you will get points. You see, there's 3. 1, 2, 3. So 3 marks is already given to you freely. Provided you know which format to use. Okay. This is informal letter. This is how the format look like. Okay? Now, usually students, they don't look into this. They think it's not important. But actually, this will give you 1 mark. This will give you marks, okay? Okay, it will give you mark. Okay, now, here. Okay, by writing the right format, you will get marks easily. All right? Okay, then this is first informal, then formal letter. Then we go to the next one will be a report. There? Right, report. Okay, usually, nowadays, when you write a report, this is the format that you will see. Okay, now, look at this part. 1, 2, 3. That will give you your marks. That will give you the 3 marks over here. Okay, then, the 4th one will be articles.
Article.
Now, Can you see the difference between this one, this for, and article?
What can I see? Apa yang kita nampak perbezaannya adalah dari segi format.
Yes. Only 2 marks given here.
Yes.
Right? The rest will give you 1 to 3, 1 to 3. Here also will give you 3 marks, half mark, and then 3 marks. Okay. Only this one. This is the odd one. Wait, let me explain the last one. Okay, this is how you write your articles, and the last format will be speech. Again, you can see there 3 marks. Okay, why? Why only article will give you 2 marks? So what happened to the 1 mark? Okay, here, this is where you have to know your format. The moment you see 2 marks for the format of an article, automatically 1 more mark will go to your content. Yes, okay. So that's why, if you see, teacher, why is it 3 here and then only 1, 2? Because this will have more marks for content.
Okay, teacher, I would like to ask, for the article, how many paragraphs is that compulsory that we have to write?
Okay, now usually anywhere you go in this world, a good essay must consist of at least 5 paragraphs.
5 paragraphs. Okay.
The first, we call it introduction. Okay, the second one is point 1. Third one is point 2. And then point 3, and the last one is the concluding paragraph.
Concluding.
So anywhere you go in this world, it won't change. A good essay must consist of at least 5. If you want to have more, no problem. Okay, but the minimum requirement for the paragraph, it's 5.
Okay.
Alright. Okay. Anything else?
Faham?
Yes.
So far memang Cak Afif faham, pelajar semua faham. Cuma kita memerlukan, inilah dia antara format yang kita kena tahu supaya kita mudah untuk membuat sesebuah esei. Okay?
Alright. Because it's all given. So, usually when it comes to English, students rasa it's too difficult. They say, English is difficult, I don't want to write. But at least by knowing this, 3 marks will be given to them. Section B.
Section B.
Okay. Now, this is the best part. Here is where you can write anything you want. We call it continuous writing. Okay, 350 words. But sometimes, students, candidates, they are too excited. They want to write more. Is it okay?
It's okay.
But look at the time given.
Only 1 hour.
Only 1 hour. 1 hour. So students have to work with the time. Okay? You don't have 1 day or 24 hours to answer your questions.
True.
Okay? Make sure you practice writing within 1 hour for 350 word plus minus.
Okey, jadi madam, kalau macam 350 patah perkataan, kalau kita buat lebih daripada 350 patah.
No problem. No problem, Afif. You can write more, but not until 1,000 words. That's too much, right? So, don't go exceed until few 100 words, okay?
Yes.
Right? Because you have to look at this, the time.
Don't waste your time, guys.
Yes, because the mark will be 50 marks.
50 marks.
If you write 4 pages, you write 6 pages, the mark will be
50 marks.
50.
Okay,
yes.
Still the same
Now,
marks.
all right.
Next one. Oh, okay.
No, wait. Back. Okay. Now, when we talk about section B, you will be given, like just now, you got no choice. You have to answer the questions given.
True.
Okay? But for section B, no worries. You will be given a choice. There are 5 questions. This is 2019 SPM. Okay. See, 5. So you have to choose how many?
Only 1.
Yes. Okay. Now, this is where the catch. Okay. Now, students or candidates, they usually choose the one their teacher asked them to choose. Okay, for this part, it's you. What's the best for you? Choose the questions that you have all the advantage. Right? Because if you look here, there are 5 different types of essays. You have descriptive essay, narrative essay, you have argumentative essay. So ask yourself, which one is my strength? Okay, my strong point. Which one is where I know all the points, right? Because you have to remember, when you are answering this question, the mark is at stake. 50 marks, that's a lot.
Yes.
If you want to score, this is the questions, 50 marks. So you have to do well for this part, all right? So that's why, look at it, take some time, to look at the questions. But don't take until 20 minutes to read the questions, just maybe 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So make up your mind. Because usually candidates, they have this problem. I call it problem because at first, they look at the first one. Oh, it's quite easy, number one. Okay, I choose number one.
Just grab.
But after half an hour, I don't have any ideas. Change, number 4. So they are wasting their times. That's not the way. That's why take some time, 5 minutes to think which one is the best question for me to answer. Again, I stress for the candidate, not for anyone else. Okay, as I'm saying just now, if you have chosen your questions, okay, make sure you think carefully and then please write a brief draft before you start writing. Why? Because once you start writing, you will remember all the points.
Yeah.
Once you get the hang of it, oh, you forgot. Okay, so please write down a short draft.
Okay.
So for you to remember whatever you have up here.
Okey, jadi madam, ada tak apa-apa tips yang boleh madam bagi cara yang paling menarik untuk kita siapkan draft
Okay,
kita?
that one I will show you later.
Oh,
Okay?
bukan sekarang.
Yes,
Okay.
I have. That one is the tips. Okay, later on. Alright.
Okay.
Now let's
Terlalu
look at
cepat
the.
pula saya, tak sabar.
No problem, Afiq. No problem.
Excited.
Alright. Now, these are the few topics that all language students need to master. There are few things.
Sure.
Obviously, the first one, you need to know your grammar.
Grammar.
Grammar
Yes.
is very
That's
important.
the basic.
Yeah. In any language, you need to master the grammar and then spelling. Sometimes you say, oh, spelling, no problem. Okay?
Yeah.
Just a minor error. But if you make this mistake often, all along your essay, 1 mistake, 2 mistake, 3 mistakes.
It's going to be a fact.
Yes, it's going to affect your marks.
Even if it's small spelling error,
Yes.
will it deduct our mark?
Yes.
Oh, only
Just imagine
one word.
okay, this is how you're going to get your marks. 50 marks is given to you.
Okay.
The moment you make a mistake, deduct.
Okay.
So until you end up with, all right?
Okay.
So that's your final marks.
So-
we will give you all the 50 marks,
Okay.
but the moment you make spelling mistake, grammar mistake, minus.
They will start deducting
Yes.
until your marks is less
that's
than
how,
50.
That's how it works.
Rugi.
Okay?
Jangan
betul.
rugi.
So please, so I said, people always say spelling, it's very easy,
Yeah.
too simple, just 1 or 2 words.
Betul.
But no problem. It's going to affect later on when we look at the whole essay. Oh, so many mistakes.
Yeah.
Definitely your mark will be deducted. Okay? All right, then you look at vocab. Now, this is where I find it funny because some students, they think by using bombastic word, okay, word that they never heard, okay, usually they will get more marks. Not correct at all, okay. Not all the time. Once a while, yes.
Okay. Faham.
If you want to impress us, the teacher, no need to write every sentence using bombastic. 1 or 2 will be nicer. Now, the last part, now this is where you can differentiate between C student, D, or A+ student. Okay,
Yeah.
this is the place where you can do your differentiation. Okay, if you are a good student, you should know 4 types of sentence structure because this will give you higher marks. Right. Now let's look at the 4 types. Now I'm sure you know this one. Very simple.
Simple
Okay,
sentence.
we call it simple sentence. All right. Okay. So, as in BM, you have subject and predicate in a sentence.
Yeah.
It's very simple. I don't like dogs. Everyone knows the meanings, okay? So we call this simple sentence. This is what you should know. I'm sure everyone knows this, all the candidates, because you have been studying this since year 1 until now in Form 5.
Yes,
So
true.
this is very simple. Okay, let's move on to the next one. We call it compound sentence. Now,
Compound.
this is where, if you want to have a good mark, you're going to use this. Here we are using coordinating conjunction, right? There are 7 here. Okay, so in order to make a compound sentence, the formula, okay. Now, even though I'm teaching English, but I'm using formula. Formula is very simple, all right? Where you have to combine 2 simple sentences.
Okay.
Remember, 2 simple sentences, okay? For example, just now, I don't like dogs. I'm going to combine with my sister doesn't like cats. Okay, let's look.
And is the
Yes.
conjunction.
Yes, conjunction used here is and. All right, I don't like dogs.
And.
My sister doesn't like
like cats.
So this is what we call compound
Sentence.
By combining two simple sentences. Okay?
Okay.
It's very clear, right?
Yes.
Now, if you ask me, teacher, why I'm using the same sentence as previous one, because to make it easier for you to know the difference. Okay. Now, let's look at the next one. All right. The third one is complex sentence. Okay. This is where students find it difficult.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. For complex sentence, you must have an independent clause plus one dependent clause. Okay. This is where most of the candidates have problems. Why? Because they are not sure what is dependent clause. Right. Okay. Dependent clause means part of sentence that doesn't make sense on its own.
Okay.
I'll show you, Wani. Afiq. Okay. Now, just imagine, okay, one day I'm walking in Mid Valley.
Yeah.
I saw you, okay. Hi, Wani. And then?
Hi, madam.
Yes, okay. Wani, I want to tell you a secret. Definitely you're going to ask?
What is the secret?
Yeah,
What
what's
is
the
it?
secret? Okay. Suddenly, I'm telling you, Wani bark at me when I go past. Can you understand?
Yes.
Can you?
Yeah.
Suddenly, Wani, my secret is...
okay.
my secret is bark at me when I go past.
Okay, it's not a full sentence lah.
See?
Right?
So, means that you were going to ask me, what bark at you? Who bark at you? So this part, this is what we call dependent clause.
Okay.
It doesn't make sense on its own. All right? If the whole sentence, I'm telling you, Wani, I don't like dogs that bark at me when I go past. Can you understand now?
Yes.
Yes, I don't like dogs that bark at me when I go past. Maybe if the dog sit quietly, I might like the dogs. Alright?
Faham.
Okay.
Ya, clear. Okey, jadi sekarang ni kita nak berehat terlebih dahulu sebab mungkin ada pelajar yang dah tak sabar juga. Semuanya kita akan sambung selepas ini. Semuanya dalam DidikTV. Kita jumpa nanti. Bertemu lagi kita dalam DidikTV dan kita masih lagi dalam misi yang sama, bagaimana untuk menguasai kertas bahasa Inggeris.
Betul. Dan kali ini kita masih bersama dengan Madam Jojo. Okay, teacher, so we're going to proceed with our lesson today.
Okay, now as I'm saying just now, we're talking about complex sentence. So I've explained to you, complex sentence need to have dependent clause, which is part of sentence that doesn't make sense on its own. Then only we call it complex sentence. Okay. Provided they must use this, they must use, all right, that, okay, because, although, where, which, since. Actually, there are more to it, but this is the most common one, right? So they must use this in their sentence, then only we call it complex sentence. For example, I don't like dogs. Okay, this is a simple sentence, everyone know. I don't like dogs. That, this is the subordinating conjunction, and this is dependent clause. So all together, you put the first one, simple sentence, that, subordinating conjunction, and bark at me when I go past. Then you have your complex sentence.
Okay.
Now, why do you need to have this complex sentence? If you have this, you will get more language marks. Right. That's all. Okay. This is why it's important for you to use these sentences. There's one more. This is after complex sentence, you need to know more. All right.
This is the fourth one, is it?
Yes, the fourth one. We call it compound complex sentence, which means compound sentence combined with complex sentence. So you will have compound complex sentence. Okay. There are three parts. First, you must have two simple sentences.
Okay.
All right. You want to combine two simple sentences using coordinating conjunction and, or, but, so, and just now, right? Then you combine with dependent clause. Then you have it. Okay. The first part, again, I'm using the sentence, I don't like dogs.
Simple sentence.
One simple sentence. And then, my sister doesn't like cat.
Simple sentence.
Simple sentence. Number 2, you combine using
because.
And.
Oh, and.
And.
I don't like dogs. And my sister doesn't like cat.
Okay.
Right. Dependent clause. This is it. They make her
sneeze.
Now, you want to know either you have the correct dependent clause, you just take up the sentence, the phrase, and ask yourself. Just imagine someone telling you, they make her sneeze. Can you understand that?
No.
No.
Who are they? Who make you sneeze?
Yeah.
Yes. In this case,
They.
who are they in this sentence?
I
don't like dogs.
Because they...
Dogs and cats.
I don't like dogs. I don't like dogs. And my sister doesn't like cat because they make her sneeze. So who make my sister sneeze?
The
Dog and cats.
animals.
The animals.
No, it's the cat.
It's only the cat.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Because this one is a complete sentence.
Yeah.
Complete. I don't like dogs. Close case.
Okay.
And my sister doesn't like cat because they make her sneeze. So they here refer to the
Refer
cat.
to the cat.
Cat.
So just explain about the cat.
Yes. So only cat make my sister
Sneeze.
All right. So this is what we call compound complex sentence.
sentence.
Okay.
Now, student always ask me, teacher, when are we going to use this? Right. This is when you are going to use. Now,
Gila
for
nak
example,
pakai.
all right. For example, this is you have to write a talk or a speech, right? Okay. Then look at this. The first paragraph we call it what did we call the first paragraph?
Introduction.
Yes, very good. This is the intro.
Introduction.
Okay, introduction. Okay.
Okay.
Now, look at the first sentence. Look at the first sentence. Wani, can you read the first sentence?
Sure. Good morning, everyone. I am happy.
Just the first sentence. Good morning.
Oh, okay. Good morning, everyone.
Okay. So, what type of sentence is that? Good morning,
Simple
everyone.
sentence.
Yes, good, Afiq. It's simple sentence.
Wow, pandai.
Hey, okay. Simple sentence. Okay, this is how you address. Good morning, everyone.
Okay.
And then everyone understand. Right? Okay. Now, let's look at the second one. Afiq, can you read the second sentence?
I am happy to be here today because I have something special and very useful to share with all of you.
Okay. So, what type of sentence is that?
Is it?
There's because
There has a
here.
because.
And then
And.
that. And so the first part is complex. The second part is compound.
Compound. It is compound complex sentence.
Yes.
Jadi maksudnya kita boleh tahulah macam mana kita nak gunakan compound sentence dan juga complex
Okay, now
sentence.
in your essay, it is very important for you to use variety. Okay? Don't use one type.
Okay.
The keyword is variety. Simple sentence, compound. Simple again, complex.
Yes.
Maksudnya, jadi itulah dia pelajar perlu tahu kepelbagaian bahasa lah, kepelbagaian ayat,
Sentence.
Yeah.
perkataan
Betul.
untuk digunakan.
Okay, so this is your intro. All right. In your intro, you can see clearly combination of sentence being used. First, you have your simple, and then you have your compound complex, and then next will be the compound sentence. Okay. Now, let's look at the second part. This is your content. All right. Your points. Okay. The title of this great book is Sign Made Simple, and it is written by an equally great author, Professor Sharifah Shazana. Okay, and definitely you know it's a what type of sentence here? And simple.
Simple sentence.
Is it simple?
No.
Then you combine two sentences together.
Complex
Indika.
and compound.
Compound sentence. So this is your
Pandai lah,
compound
Afiq.
sentence. Very good, Afiq. You are paying attention. All right, good. So this is how you use it in your essay. All right. Then only your essay will get higher mark.
Okay.
Now, for example, some student ask me, teacher, can I use all simple sentence? Of course you can. But definitely your mark, is it high or low?
Low.
It's going to be low mark.
Obviously.
That's why, obviously, because the keyword here, you should be able to use a variety. Simple, complex, simple again, simple and then compound. That's how you should do your essay. That's how you should arrange your sentences in your essay.
Okey, faham.
That clear?
Kena tahu structure sentence tu sebenarnya.
Macam mana kita nak susun ayat tu sebenarnya.
Yes, that's
macam mana
true.
kita nak gunakan compound sentence dan juga complex sentence.
Once you know it, once you know, you can easily write it down. The issue here, because you do not know.
Yes.
You are not aware. Oh, by doing this, you can get higher marks. That's it. So that's the secret that I'm sharing with all of you. Okay, I'm sure it's all clear here.
Yes, very clear, madam.
Can I move to the next one?
Sure.
Okay, the next one will be...
Oh, okay. Slide sahaja.
How to study
Effectively.
Ini mungkin adalah masalah pelajar di luar sana. Di
Yes,
sangat-sangat
because now you're having all the trouble in this world. I'm really, I'm feeling sad for these 2020 candidates, SPM candidates, because they don't have classes. All right, now only they're going to sit for their SPM in 60 days time. All right, so everything is on them. All right, so they need to know how to study effectively. Okay, the first one. Okay, the first one is the first and foremost for language. You need to read the question carefully. Why, Wani? Why do we need to read the question carefully?
Because in the question there must be the keywords.
Yes, very good. Okay. Now, by knowing the right words, then you know what the question wants. The issue here, you should be able to answer the question. All right. So you need to know, you need to identify your task. What the question want.
Jadi macam mana sebenarnya kita nak dapat tahu di mana keywords dia ni?
Yes, that's why I will show you in the next slide. Okay, how to find the keywords. Okay, then you have to choose question that you can do. As I said, make sure you know how to do the questions. Okay, don't simply choose because he did that. The person next, okay, number 4. I'm doing number 4. Number 2, I'm doing number 2. You have to remember it's you who are going to answer the questions. Okay. Only you, the paper, and God.
Betul.
That's it.
Jangan ikut kawan.
Jangan ikut kawan. Ikut diri sendiri. Ikut kata hati anda.
Ya, betul.
Yes, that's how. Okay, then the next one we go. This is the best part. Use your time wisely. Right? Because the whole paper, it's 1 hour and 45 minutes. 45 minutes for directed writing. The second one, continuous writing, will give you 1 hour. So please, make sure you practice. Okay. Now at home, practice writing an essay within 45 minutes. Now, these are the few things that you need to know. Common mistake that usually happen during exam. Okay. Now, this is a habit of, I think, most of the candidates, most of the students will have this problem. Spelling. Should I use American or British spelling?
British?
Yeah, confusion.
Or American?
British or American? Which one is better?
Yeah.
Now, the answer is you can choose both. Okay, you can write using American spelling, or you can choose British spelling. No problem. But you have to remember, once you choose British spelling, make sure all along your essay, you will stick to British spelling.
Oh, jadi tak boleh bertukar-tukar.
No,
cannot mix. You cannot mix.
Okay? It must be consistent. British from the beginning, British spelling until the end.
Okay.
Simply.
In case if the student mix the spelling,
They are making mistakes.
And how about the marks?
The marks.
Marks will be deducted.
Oh, ruginya.
That's why.
Mungkin itu kerana Wani punya English dulu dapat A ngam-ngam je.
Kalau Wani pilih British ke American?
Wani tak tahulah Wani pilih dua-dua.
Okay, now let's see what's the difference between British and American spelling. Now, for British, see, word that end with RE, usually word like center, all right?
Okay.
Okay.
And US is center.
Center,
Center.
T-E-R-E. So that's different. This is US spelling. That is American spelling.
Faham, okey. Jadi sebenarnya ini bahagian yang agak menarik.
Yes.
Tapi kita akan sambung selepas ini, Wani. Kita
Betul.
rehat dulu.
Yeah.
Sebab saya tahu mungkin ramai juga pelajar di rumah sana macam nak confirm kan. Sebenarnya nak guna British ke nak guna American spelling ni. Tapi semuanya selepas ini dalam
DidikTV. Hello, kembali lagi dalam DidikTV bersama saya, Wani Kerry.
Dan juga saya, Afiq Syazwan.
Okey, kali kita nak sambung pelajaran kita di mana sebelum ni sangat menarik sebab kita nak tahu perbezaan British dan American words. Jom kita teruskan dengan Madam Jojo kita.
Okay, thank you, Wani. So,
Alright.
now we're getting back to this when we are talking about British and American spelling. Okay, now, the first one will be those words that ends with RE. In British spelling, we spell it TRE, for example, center, C-N-T-R-E. But for American, it's T-E-R.
ER.
ER.
Actually, the meaning is the same, center.
Yeah.
You pronounce it the same also, center, right? But the spelling differ.
Oh, okay.
So you have to remember, if you want to use British spelling, make sure all along in your essay you use one British spelling.
Okay.
Don't mix American, British, okay? But we in Malaysia, we are learning British. So,
Yeah.
so we are very familiar with the word like O-U-R. In US, they drop the U. Okay, for example, color. Now, Afiq, do you remember how,
Yeah.
when you are in primary school, color, which one did you use? C-O-L-O-U-R or C-O-L-O-R?
O-U-R.
Yes. So, but is this wrong, C-O-L-O-R?
No.
Is it wrong?
It's not wrong.
Because this is simply an American spelling.
Sebab apa yang saya ingatlah teacher,
Yes.
sebab teacher saya selalu pesan lebihkan kepada pembelajaran ejaan British.
Yes, because we are using British English. Okay. But nothing's wrong. You cannot say, that's wrong. No, it's still the same. You pronounce it the same. Color, not color. No, colors.
Color.
Both are colors. We call it colors. Okay. Same goes to flavor. British, O-U-R, but for American, they are a bit lazy. Right? So they make it short form. Flavor. Just like that.
Yeah.
Right? Humor, humor. Labor, labor. Neighbor,
Neighbor.
So nothing is wrong with using American spelling. But my advice, please make sure you know either that one is a British spelling or it's an American spelling. So because you want to use it consistently in your essay. Do not mix.
Okay.
Baik, jadi lebih kepada pelajar punya kebiasaan lah.
Betul.
Cuma kalau mereka terbiasa untuk menggunakan American spelling, habiskan anda punya essay dengan American spelling.
Betul. Yang
Very
penting
true,
jangan
Afiq.
campur.
Jangan campur.
Alright.
Okay.
So I hope you are clear with this.
Very clear,
This is
madam.
one of the common mistake, right?
Betul?
Most of the candidates, they say, oh, this is not important, just the spelling. Remember, the more mistake you make, the more mark will be
Deducted.
That's why. Now, let's look at the second one now. This is a major problem to everyone. Tenses, usually, they got confused.
Yes.
I want to use past tense or present tense. Okay, now let me ask you a question, Afiq. You are writing a report. You are reporting on something. So what type of tense you will use?
Past tense.
Yes, very true. Because the thing had happened.
Yeah.
It's over and done.
Because it's a report.
Yes,
teacher.
that's
It's
why
a
you are
report.
writing a report.
Yeah.
You are reporting of some incident that had happened.
Betul.
Settle, then you are writing the report. Definitely you must use past tense.
Jadi ingat kawan-kawan, kita menulis perkara yang sudah berlaku. Jadi kita perlu menggunakan past tense.
Past tense.
Itu paling penting.
Alright. Now, Wani, let's say you want to write an article
Article.
about beautiful beaches in Malaysia. So what type of tenses will you use? Tense will you use?
For article, I think I am going to use present tense.
Yes, very true. Present tense, because you are telling everyone about what you see. Okay, for example, you choose Port Dickson, beautiful beach there, right?
Yeah.
So you are explaining the current situation.
Yes.
Not in the past. Okay, you are telling what happened now. So definitely, I advise you to use present tense. Now,
Okay.
Sometimes when you are writing a story, it's a story, right?
Yes.
So logically, you must use past or present.
Macam mana?
Maybe past.
Maybe past, maybe present.
A story.
A story. Cerita.
Story is something that
Telah berlaku.
Yang telah
yes,
berlaku.
definitely
So
it
it
had
is-
happened. So you must use
Past
Past
tense.
past tense. For example, I think since you are in kindergarten, you start your story, once upon a time, that's it. So the thing had happened.
Past tense.
Jadi sebenarnya itulah dia, kita kena tahu cerita yang kita nak menceritakan itu sama ada dah berlaku ataupun belum berlaku.
Okay, then let's look at the next one. Now, a lot of candidates or students misunderstood the question. They don't know where is the keyword. What is the keyword? Now, I'm going to show you these questions. Okay, this is directed writing 2007 SPM. Right.
Okay.
So, Wani, do you still remember format marks for talk? How many marks?
For talk, because Wani tak selalu buat talk, selalu kami dikeluarkan soalan lain.
Okay.
So I'm not so sure about talk.
Okay, the format mark. Just now, only article, 2 marks, right? The rest?
Talk same with speech.
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah. So it's 3 marks for the format. So now, first, when you're looking at this, the keyword, all right, for this particular question, a talk.
Talk.
Okay. Now, do you know the difference between talk and speech?
I don't know.
All right. Talk, it's for informal function, which means you are talking to someone your level or someone lower in rank than you. But if you are asked to write a speech, you have to remember, the moment you see the word speech, it's supposed to be formal. Formal. Speech formal, where you have to address the audience. Okay, there must be someone higher in rank than you.
Yeah.
In school, you have your principals, your senior assistant, all right? But if you're giving a talk, let's say you are the head prefect, okay, you are going to give a talk about school discipline to Form 1 student. So you can address them informal.
Okay.
Hi, everybody. That's a talk, all right? But if you're writing a speech, a very good morning to our principal and so on, all right? So that's the difference. The format is still the same, all right? Now, as I said, you have to identify this. That's the keyword, all right? Talk. On what? You are talking about reference
book.
What type of reference books? Reference book here. Okay, secondary school. And then
Science book.
So you cannot change the question into geography, chemistry, biology. No. Because some students, they think, I don't like science. I want to change to biology.
Macam mana tu, teacher? Markah sudah semestinya salah.
Yes. You are not answering the question, Afiq. Simple. You must answer the question. The moment you do not answer the question, you change, that's it.
Means the whole
Not the
essay?
whole, maybe some of the mark, half of the mark will be gone, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you are not answering. We don't want that. You want all your marks to be with you, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, so please focus. Stick to whatever it's given. This is the point. C1 until C10 is the point given. Okay, you have to remember, format will give you 3 marks. Content will give you 12 marks.
12.
Language will give you 20 marks. So total you will have 35 marks. Directed writing. So, look at the content. How many content is given there?
10.
Is it enough?
No.
It's not enough.
How many that you need to add?
We need another 2.
Yes, it's written there. That's why I said, read your question. The problem with candidates, okay, they are so nervous during exam. They don't read carefully. They just talk straight away, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you have to look at the questions. So here, let's look at the format, all right? Okay, we are looking at the format, okay? Now,
Format content is 12.
okay, see? Format, greetings. The purpose of the talk. Thank you. All right? Now, greeting. How do you greet? As I said, it is a talk, so you can start with?
A very good morning
Yes.
to my fellow friends.
That one is quite formal.
Okay.
This is informal talk. You are talking to Form 1 students, so how do you say?
Good morning to all Form 1 students.
Yes. Or you can say simply, hi everyone.
Yeah.
I'm Afiq, and today I'm going to talk about Yes. Okay. So make it simple. Right?
Okay.
So for the first one, you have the greeting.
Yep.
The moment you have the greeting, the moment you say hi or good morning, 1 mark will be
Given.
Okay.
Isn't that simple?
Very simple.
Yes. Okay, the second one, you need to talk about the purpose. Why are you giving the stock? So, Afiq, based on this question, what is the reason you're talking? I'm here today because I want to talk about
Science book.
a science reference
A science
book.
reference book.
It must come from the questions. You
Okay.
cannot simply change. I want to talk about geography book.
Geography book.
I want to talk about
History book.
chemistry book. Yeah, history book. No,
Cannot.
must use that. Okay, the
Okay.
moment you have the purpose, another 1 mark will be given.
Okay.
All right? It's easy, right?
Yep.
And the last one, you need to write thank you.
Thank
You end your speech, you must say thank you.
Thank you.
But the problem is, sometimes you are rushing for time. You forgot, the candidates forgot to write thank you. So you miss 1 mark. Now, if you are too lazy to write thank you, you can always write thanks.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah.
But thanks cannot
Also
for speech, right, madam?
Yes.
Because it is quite informal.
But for talk, no problem.
Thanks.
1 mark. There. So you have all your 3 points there.
Okay.
Easily, right? Now, talking about these questions, you have only 10.
Content.
You need to add 2. So quickly, before you start writing, you only have 45 minutes. So quickly, you must think, write down the 2 extra points. Okay, see? I give 2 reasons. Affordable price, compact, easy to carry. So altogether, I have all the 12
Points.
All right, all the 12 points are given. Clear. Okay. The next part, usually candidates say, "Alah, this one is not important." It is very important. That is your paragraphing.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You must put it in paragraph. As I said, you must have at least 5 paragraphs. Right? First one is your intro. Your intro will be, "Good morning, everyone.
Yeah.
I'm Afiq or I'm Wani. Today I'm going to talk about a science reference book."
Yeah.
That's your intro.
Okay.
Then you start with your first point. The title of the book is Sign Made Simple. So I put point 1, point 2, point 3 in paragraph 2. Then I put C4 until C8 in paragraph 3. And the last one I put C9 to C12 in paragraph 4. And then I'm giving the conclusion.
Baik, sekarang sebenarnya kita nak rehat terlebih dahulu. Sebab selepas ini ada lagi tips dan juga formula daripada cikgu, daripada Madam Jojo. Semuanya dalam DidikTV. Okey, bertemu lagi kita dalam DidikTV. Okey, sekarang ni kita masih lagi nak teruskan pembelajaran kita bagaimana untuk menguasai kertas bahasa Inggeris kertas 1. Okey, kita masih lagi bersama dengan Madam Jojo.
Okay, thank you Wani and Afiq again. Okay,
Yes, no problem.
like I was explaining to you just now, this is regarding directed writing. Now we have another essay, which is
Section B.
Yes, continuous
Writing.
Okay, now the issue with continuous writing, it's a long question. It's quite long. Okay, now the problem is students or candidates do not know how many parts of the questions, how to find the keywords. Okay, now let's look at the sample question. This is SPM 2018 question. Okay. Now, can Afiq read the question for me?
Describe a problem you once had while you were travelling. Explain what you did to solve the problem and what you have learned from the experience.
Okay, Wani, can you guess how many parts in these questions? How many parts?
Parts.
Yeah, how many parts?
4 parts.
Okay.
Is it right?
Okay, it's right, 4 parts, but can you tell me the keyword for the first part?
The first part is about the travelling or experience.
No.
No.
Okay, hold on. Okay, I will explain a bit
Okay.
later.
Agak confused ya di
Yes,
sini.
no worry. That's why I said it's very normal for students like you, or you have, you know, in universities also you have to study to answer the questions. Okay. You need to understand the questions.
Okay.
Then only you can give the correct answer. So that's how it goes, all right? So now, in answering directed writing, let's say you have chosen this one, okay, there are 4 steps. Okay, the process. The first one, you have to break down into parts. You need to know how many parts in this question.
Okay.
The second one, you need to write a brief draft. You were asking just now, Afiq, how to write a brief draft. Okay, I will show you. Then you need to check your tenses. Okay, what type of tense are you going to use here?
Oh.
This thing, this incident had happened, or
it is past tense.
yes, very good. Past tense. Because you are telling about a problem you once had while you were traveling. Not now.
Yes.
You have done that.
Experience.
Yes, your experience. Then number 4, after you get to know all the 3, then only you start writing. That's the first part. You must mention how many problems?
Okay.
A problem. Only one.
Only one.
So don't be too excited. Okay, you give 3 problems.
Why, teacher?
Only one.
Right. You don't have enough
Time.
1 hour, focus on one problems. Okay. Then the second one, while you were traveling. Okay. I'm not the question. Do not want to know about what happened before you go travel, or what happened after you came back from your travel. It must happen while. During, For example, you went to Indonesia last month. Okay. Then what happened there? Not what happened when you come back to your house. No, we don't want to do that. We want to know what happened when you were in Indonesia. That's the second. The third one is what you did, your action. Okay, that is the third one. And then number 4, what you have learned. So you had a problem, you have while you were traveling, what you did, and what you have learned. Okay, please remember you need to answer all these 4. Let's say you just answer problem while you were traveling and what you did, but you never write down about what you have learned. What do you think happened to your marks?
It's going to be deducted or
Of course, you won't get 50 marks because you are not answering all
the questions.
So that's why I always remind all candidates, okay, regardless whatever exam they are sitting, please read the question carefully.
Ini part yang Afiq tanya tadi.
Yes.
Yang saya tanya tadi.
Okay. Kita buat.
Now, usually, students will say, teacher, we don't want to do draft. It's a waste of time. No, this will help. You have to remember, you are in examination hall, exam room. Sometimes you can't remember anything, right? While you are writing, what is my next point? What happened? You don't know. So that's why before you start writing your essay, write down. Based on what? Based on part of the questions. The first part, what is the problem?
A problem, lost backpack.
Yes. And then what happened to the backpack? Maybe you left it in a taxi. Or you left it in your hotel room. What's inside the bag?
A valuable,
yes,
like
you have your money and your
passport.
Okay, now what are you going to do, Wani, if this happened to you? What you did? I mean, this is my example. Okay, while you were traveling, so you give the place, right? It can be anything.
Okay.
You can go to London if you want. Okay, I'm just giving one place, Osaka, Japan, and then you were alone, and it is your first time. Right. Pity this fella, right? So, if this happened to you, have you traveled to Japan before?
Not Japan, but another country.
Okay, just imagine, Wani, you are the one. You went to Japan for the first time, and you are alone, and you lost your backpack. What are you going to do?
That's a big trouble.
Yes.
So what
should I do?
Afiq, what are you going to do?
Screaming.
It's you. You're going to scream.
No.
Are you sure you want to scream?
Yeah, of course.
How long you want to scream?
It's only 2 minutes.
Scream won't help you.
Okay. Is it long?
After you finish, you are done with your screaming, what will you do next?
I will make a police report.
Yes, that is the most logical things to do. After, you lost something, definitely you will make a police
Report.
Okay.
Ini.
So definitely you will do a police report. So that is the most logical thing. And then you just imagine you are in Japan. Okay. Do you think they can speak English well, or you want to complain to them in BM?
No.
That's quite hard.
Yeah. What will you do, Afid?
I'm gonna use some
Google
Google Translate
Yes,
to translate all my English words and explain to the
Sure, we do
policeman.
Yes, so that is what happened. Okay, you made a report very difficult because you have language problem.
Yes.
They don't understand you and you do not understand Japanese, okay? And then miscommunication. All right. Then finally, you managed to explain to them what you have learned. You need to be extra careful when you are traveling, especially when you are traveling
Alone.
Then you can start writing your essay.
Inilah dia cara untuk kita membuat sesebuah rangka untuk menyiapkan sesebuah essay.
Dan bila kita ada rangka, sangat pantas ya, Wani yakin kita dapat tulis segalanya dalam masa yang diberikan.
That's the best way.
Ya.
Jadi, teacher, selalunya apakah kesilapan lazim yang selalu student akan buat?
Okay, macam like I'm saying just now, okay, the most important thing, because when they do not look at the part of the questions, they look at problem, only the problem, they never mention maybe what they have learned or what did they do after they have the problem. All right, so, all right. Then, we are at the last part of our session. Final preparation. Okay, not final destination, final preparation. Okay, what are you supposed to do now? Because you only have like 1 month class before the exam. So there are a few things that can help you to master your English, which is first, you must read a lot of sample essays. Okay, especially the past year essays. Look through. Take some time and read. Because for what? You need to find all the ideas in writing. Okay. Then you do your own drills on grammar, right?
What does it mean by drills on grammar, madam? For
Sit down
example.
quietly, take a grammar book, do exercise to make sure you sharpen your skill in your grammar. You do not have to read anything because by now reading won't help you. Just take one grammar book, do the exercises, the simple one, so you know you're going to master your grammar.
Okay.
And then the next one, get your dictionary, look into few words that you are interested in, look at the meaning, and try to use it in your sentence. Okay? And the last one, at least, please write 1 paragraph for your essay every day.
Every day. One paragraph.
Maksudnya dalam masa sebulan ni, cuba dapatkan sehari at least 1
1 paragraph.
Okay. Betul, dia lebih elok kalau buat setiap hari. Sebab perkara yang kita berlatih setiap hari, benda tu sebenarnya boleh menguatkan ingatan kita dan kita tak payah nak risau perkataan apa bombastik yang nak guna sebab benda tu dah menjadi kebiasaan kita semasa menulis.
Alright. So this is it. This is what I'm going to share because I really hope that whatever I've explained here, the candidates, the students will use it in their SPM.
Terima kasih, Madam Jojo. Jadi itulah dia cara-cara dan teknik bagaimana untuk kita menguasai subjek Bahasa Inggeris Kertas 1. Cuma kita nak tanya dengan Madam Jojo, apa last word lah untuk semua
my advice to everyone is please don't think English is difficult. Please don't leave the question without trying to answer because you will get some mark if you follow the step I've told you just now. So please think that you can do it. Because everyone can do English especially.
Yeah.
So with that, I would like to say good luck to SPM 2020 candidates, okay? And I hope you will score in your English.
Okey, itu dia.
Itulah dia. Jadi kami harap sebenarnya tips dan juga panduan ini dapat memberikan manfaat kepada anda semua supaya dapat memperolehi keputusan cermelang.
Ya, jadi jangan lupa untuk sentiasa berlatih untuk bertutur dalam bahasa Inggeris dan biasakan untuk membuat latihan penulisan bahasa Inggeris untuk mendapatkan skor yang cemerlang. Jadi kita akan jumpa pada episod lepas ni.
Okey, selepas ini kita akan sambung lagi untuk subjek bahasa Inggeris Kertas 2, tapi kita akan bersama dengan guru pakai yang lain.
Betul.
Siapakah beliau? Semuanya dalam
DidikTV.
Jumpa lagi kita dalam DidikTV bersama dengan saya, Afiq Syazwan.
Dan saya, Wani Kiri.
Okey, jadi hari ini kita nak sambung sebab macam tadi kita dah belajar bagaimana nak menguasai kertas bahasa Inggeris bahagian kertas 1. Dan sekarang kita nak sambung ke bahasa Inggeris kertas 2 bersama dengan guru pakar kita.
Ya, kita akan bersama dengan Cikgu Suriyati dari SMK Setapak Indah Zon Keramat Kuala Lumpur. Tapi sebelum tu kita nak bagi tahu dululah subjek kertas 2 ni dia meliputi seperti novel, comprehension, ada poem dan pelbagai lagi.
Ya, kalau nak tahu dengan lebih lanjut, mari kita bersama dengan Cikgu Su.
Assalamualaikum Cikgu.
Waalaikumsalam.
Cikgu dah bersedia awal dah kat situ ya.
Yes. Hello Wani, hello Afiq, hello students out there.
Yes. Tengah dia Cikgu dah bermula berbicara dalam berbahasa Inggeris.
Baik.
Itu dia. Jadi Cikgu, tanpa kita membuang masa, let's start our lesson today with English language paper 2.
Alright. Okay, basically I'm going to share with you, okay, the format for paper 2, and then I'm going to touch on quick tips. I'm going to also share about popular words, phrases in context, common mistakes that students do, and we are also going to try to answer the questions.
Okay.
Alright.
Let's go.
Let's go. Okay, so paper 2, the full mark is 70 marks, okay? For section A, we have multiple choice questions, 15 marks. Section B, we have information transfer, 10 marks. Section C, we have reading comprehension, and summary, 25 marks, the most mark for paper 2. And finally, section D, we have literature, poems, and novel. All right. Next, okay, so I'm going to share with you, I'm going to touch here and there on the format, and then we're going to try, because we have so many things to share here. Okay?
Yes.
Paper 1, section A, okay, consists of 15 multiple choice questions. You are given A, B, C, and D. So one question carries 1 mark, okay? So questions are given in a form of graphic materials and short text, 8 questions. And then we also have rational clothes, 7 questions. What is this? I'm going to share with you after this. And then each question for rational clothes will be given A, B, C or A, B, C, D. And please, please, please do not exceed 20 minutes. Okay, because this paper is only 2 hours and 15 minutes. And you have a lot to cover. Okay, so far so good?
So far good.
All right, now let's see. Questions 1 until 8. Okay, graphic materials and short text. Okay, for graphic materials, the favorite one, the popular questions that will come out is about advertisements. Okay, you always see McDonald's posters, promotions, right? So those will be asked here. Okay, we also have tables, graphs, charts, and many more. Okay, many types. It will be everything that you see around you. Okay, and then we also have short text. So short text usually will be taken from books, extracts from books. We have letters, we have articles, notices, signage, proverbs, or idiomatic expressions. So this will be the hot question usually. Okay? All right. See? So these are the tips for answering. You want to score section A, you have to do this. Okay? All right. Number 1, please, please, please read the question. You don't read the question, how can you answer the question? Right? Okay. So when you read, you have to analyze. When you analyze, you have to make sure what is it that you are looking for. Okay? So you need to underline the
The
Keyword?
Keywords, very good. That's our students. Okay, and then once you identify the keywords, you have to underline it to make sure you know the focus of the question. Okay, you not yet read the extract. Okay, the stimuli, you will only focus on the question first. All right. Then once you underline the keywords, you will read the stimuli. Stimuli. Okay. And then once you have read, you know what to focus on. Try to match the keywords with the stimuli. You will be able to find the answer.
Okay, that's the tips for answering. Okay.
All right. So
the
let's
next
see.
one. Okay.
Okay, this is the famous one. Almost every year, there'll be a question on advertisement. Okay, so my advice is to familiarize yourself with the context. Okay, what are the words related to advertisements? Okay, and then always train yourself to read the headline. Why do we need to read the headline?
Because the headline is like the main context of the advertisement.
Very good. Okay, because the headline is actually giving you the general idea what the advertisement is all about.
Yeah.
Okay, you get it right? Okay,
yes.
so next time make sure you read the headline first. Okay, and then only you continue with the information. All right. Okay. And then you're gonna study A, B, C, D, and you're gonna choose the best answer. Okay, now let's try. Afiq, can you read the question?
Okay, question 3.
What's the first thing that I asked you to do?
Read the question.
Yes.
Okay, the advertisement says that your smartphone just got smarter now that it's also your automated teller machine, ATM card. You can get cash from selected local banks by just using your Connect mobile app at the ATM.
Okay.
Enjoy this cardless service 24 hours a day.
Okay, so now, what is the keyword that you need to know? What is the focus of the question now?
I think smartphone use automated teller machine.
Is
it
used
true?
as automated teller machine? Okay, where is the evidence? Where is the line that tells you that?
The line number 3.
Line number 3. 1, 2, 3.
Using Connect mobile app.
So you're talking that the smartphone now can be used as
The
ATM card.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Okay, the keyword here is we're going to analyze one by one. Okay. Okay. A. Look at A. Smartphones can be connected to any ATM. Oh, sorry. All right. Now, the keyword here is the word any. Do you think any ATM will accept this app?
No, because from selected local banks.
Yes, very good. You can see the keyword here, only the selected local banks. Okay, what about B?
New bank cards.
So the keyword here is new bank cards. Can you find any idea of new bank cards?
No.
Is there anything talking about new bank cards here?
No.
No, right? So
No.
definitely
Wrong.
wrong. So the one that is wrong, confirmly wrong, 100% wrong, you cancel it out.
Cross it.
Okay, so now you have C and D. Okay, now the keyword in C.
Payments can be made using the Connect mobile app.
Okay, so the keyword in C is the word
Payment.
payment. So can you find anything that tells you about the payment?
No, because you can get cash.
Yeah, so that's the idea, right? Okay, so you are actually get cash. So another word for get cash is withdraw. So the answer is
D.
Yay, very good.
Connect my
So
mobile
that's
app.
my student. So now do you
Okay.
understand the concept of keywords?
Yes, teacher.
What about the students out there?
So, are you guys okay?
Okay.
Okay, nampak
Okay,
dia
teacher,
okay.
they said okay.
All right, Alhamdulillah. Okay, can we continue?
Yes,
Yes.
of
Okay,
course.
the second famous question that will come up for section A, usually about tables, graphs, and charts.
Charts.
Okay, so of course you have to study the question, right? Any English question, you have to study the
Yes.
question because
Question.
it's a foreign language. Okay, and then when you are studying the question, of course you have to find out what is being
asked.
asked. Okay, how do you know what is being asked? By looking at the title and the
Subtitle.
subtitle of the data. Okay, then once you are clear with what the question is wants from you, and then before that, before the exam itself, you have to know this. Familiarize yourself with commonly used words. Okay. Usually, the words related to tables, graph, charts, highest, lowest, average, pronoun.
Yes.
Okay. What about drastic increase, decrease, decline, and drops? Usually, the question about tables, graphs, and charts, you will see these kind of terms. Okay. So you can see here a lot of terms here, right? So you have to study. You have to familiarize yourself before SPM.
Kita dah masuk short text ya, teacher?
Yeah, short text now. Okay, short text can be an extract from magazine, newspaper, articles, reports, encyclopedias, anything. Okay. It can be anything. All right. So of course, again, what's the keyword for English?
Read the question.
Okay, very good. You are getting it. Okay. So now let's see. Again, SPM question. Okay. What's the first thing you need to do?
Read the question.
Very good. So the keyword here is
best summarizes.
So you need to summarize the whole thing. There's no title. There's no headline. How can you find the answer?
By looking at the option.
Okay, then you try to find the
evidence.
Okay, so this is basically for those who have challenges in understanding English. Okay, they can practice this step. They can practice this. Okay, look at A. Okay, any one of you, Afiq or Abuani.
Art, the benefits of taking it up as a hobby.
So the keyword here is
benefits.
Benefits. So when you read, of course, you need to find, is there any word related to the benefits? Okay, the second one, the keyword here is develop. Okay, earlier. Third one, making it from what's available. And finally, helping children to appreciate it. So we have this. So the moment you have analyzed the question, you need to find the evidence. So let me answer for you because we don't have time. Okay. So the keyword here is making it from what's available. So any idea, anything that you can find here. So this is the line.
Use whatever materials
they already have around them. So the answer is C.
Okay.
So even though the text is long, there's ways to find the answer.
Itulah dia.
Baiklah, untuk sebelum kita teruskan ke peringkat seterusnya, sekarang apa kata kita rehat terlebih dahulu. Kita sambung lagi selepas ini semuanya dalam DidikTV. Jumpa lagi kita dalam DidikTV. Jadi sekarang kita nak teruskan lagi bersama dengan Cikgu Su. Silakan Cikgu.
So far so good?
Yes,
very good. Students out there, are you with me?
Yes, okay. Of course they are good.
Now, the fourth favorite questions that will come out in SPM exam is proverbs, idioms, or cartoon strips. Okay. Of course, again and again, I've been telling you, in order to answer the question, what do you need to do?
Read the question.
Very good. You are there now. Okay. After you read the question, of course, you have to decide and choose the best statement. Okay, now let's see what is the question. What will the question look like? Okay. Oh, there's no sample. It's okay, right? Okay, we'll continue with rational clothes. Okay, questions 9 to 15. Okay, so this part basically focus on grammar and vocab.
Vocab.
See, grammar and
vocab.
So two major things for closed questions. Okay. All right. Of course, here you have to again tense, subject verb agreement. What is that? What does it mean by subject verb agreement? Any idea?
Any idea, Wani?
I forgot, teacher.
The glamour name is subject verb agreement, but the normal names that you know is singular and
plural.
So this is the registered name for this.
Itulah dia baru 4 tahun ya. Kita refresh balik minda kita juga.
So this is actually the formal name, but we know it as singular or plural. We have prepositions, articles, and everything under grammar. Okay. So next. Okay. In order for you to answer this question, of course, you have to identify the tense. The tenses, okay? Whether it is in past tense or
present
tense.
tense.
Okay, how do you identify whether it's in present tense or past tense? By looking at the verb.
Verb.
Okay, look at the verb for the first 3 sentences. Okay, okay. The second one, of course, you have to know your grammar knowledge. Okay, rules wherever possible. And number 3, if unsure of answer, use the elimination method. Meaning you know that's not the answer, cancel out. So leave out with only the correct choices with you.
Okay.
Okay. Next, let's see. So this is what we call rational clause.
Clause.
Okay. Now tell me, how can you identify the passage is in present tense or past tense? Look at the verbs, right?
Yes.
So where is the verb in the first line?
Is.
Is, very good.
Tiger Woods
So
is.
this is a helping verb. Okay. In English, we have for SPM level, you need to know at least 2 verbs, 2 kind of verbs. Motion verbs yang bergerak, okay, movements, or this is helping verb. We call it as helping verb. Okay. We have is, we have are, we have was, and we have were. Okay. So clue number 1 is this one. Okay. Can you find another verb? The second sentence, is there any other verb that can help you to ensure this is a present tense text?
Present tense.
Is a signal of present tense, right?
Yeah.
So another signal is the word
Does.
does. And the third one is in sentence 3, again is. So definitely it is in
Present tense.
very good. Okay, so now let's see the question. Afiq.
Tiger Woods is a hero in Thailand. It does not matter that he born in the United States and cannot speak a word Thai. For most people in Thailand, it is enough that his mother, Kultida, is Thai. When he visited Bangkok 1997, they gave him a welcome at the airport. Greeting him with awe, girls were holding banners proclaiming, "We love you."
We love you. Okay, now look at number 9. We know this is present tense, right?
Yes.
Okay, Tiger Woods is a hero in Thailand. So this is present tense. Okay, but this sentence, it does not matter that he, something here, born in the United States. Was he born at that time or before that?
Before that time.
So what do you think the best answer is?
Afiq, want to try?
He was.
He was. Okay, why is it was? Why is it not is?
Because it tells that Tiger Woods was born in Thailand.
In the
United States.
Okay,
Sorry.
so the clue number 2 is because this is singular. So definitely number 3, C is wrong.
Wrong.
Have also?
Have.
Wrong.
So the answer is?
Was.
The
Is it was?
very
Yay!
good. Yay! Afiq is there. Yay!
Afiq is here.
Okay, what about number 10?
Number 10. And cannot
Born
speak
in
a
the
word
United States and cannot speak a word.
in
Thai?
In Thai.
Okay, sure of the answer? So this is preposition. By, in, of,
Preposition.
on. This one is singular subject, verb, agreement, and tenses, right? Correct. Off.
Oh, the
Of
answer
Thai.
is off.
Okay, because we are talking about language.
Of
So this is the
Okay.
question that students will be confused always. Okay,
Yeah.
so in order to solve this problem, you have to do revision on prepositions.
Okay.
Okay.
Preposition.
Prepositions. Kata
Kata
sendi.
Kata sendi.
Kita belajar bahasa Inggeris, kita tak tahu bahasa Melayu dia apa.
Yeah.
Itulah dia.
Itu
Preposition.
That's good.
Kata sendi.
Okay, next section, 10 marks. We call it as information transfer. So 10 short answer questions. Okay. Again, you'll be given in the form of text, in the form of graphic materials. It can be
Yes.
anything. Okay. And then your job is to transfer the information correctly.
Yes.
Okay. And of course, do not exceed 15 minutes
Minutes.
because you don't have time.
Much time.
Okay. See, always starts with
Read.
read. You have to read but this time you have to pay attention to the instructions because the instructions will tell you what you need to do. So you have to highlight the important words. Okay, the important words here is the word limit.
Word limit.
So now we have the word limit. They will tell you, okay, how many words are allowed. Sometimes the question only requires you to give one word answer. Okay, and the second favorite instruction is you need to find the answers from the stimuli given. So you have to know what you need to find. Okay, of course you have to study the stimulus. Find the clues. Okay, and transfer the relevant information. And the most important thing is spelling.
Spelling, yes.
Accurate spelling. Wrong spelling?
Deduct marks.
Very good. You get the word now. Very good. Okay, so this is a sample. SPM 2017, SPM 2018. Okay, so they give you clues like these, stimulus like this. They give you stimulus like this. They give you a statement. You need to find the answer. Okay, next. All right. So this is one type of questions that they will ask. They will ask you questions in the form of graphic organizer, paragraph, dialogues. It can be anything. So basically, you need to know many things.
Yes, that's right.
Very good. Okay. So this. Okay. Look at the instruction. Like I told you just now. Okay. Ibrahim is going on a camping trip using words from the leaflet. So you can only find the answer from the leaflet. You cannot give your own answer. And the second one, only
one word.
One word. So very important for you to highlight the keywords. Okay. If you accidentally write 2 words, okay, 2 words, 0. Okay.
It's
so you will
as
lose
wrong.
Yes, because you don't follow the
instruction.
So that's how important it is for you to read the instruction.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so far so good?
Noted.
Yes.
Noted, teacher.
Good.
Okay, next. Section C.
Okay.
Pay attention to this because this has the most marks in paper 2. 25
marks is a lot, teacher.
Yeah, a lot. Okay, a lot in paper 2. So we have comprehension and we have
summary.
Okay, so the latest pattern in SPM questions, they give you a question in the form of a text, of course a text, okay, in a form of narrative.
Narrative.
What does it mean by narrative?
Narrative.
Narrative is another word for
story.
Story. They give you a story, you read a story, you have to answer the question, okay? Comprehension questions and also summary question. Okay, of course you have to understand the text and you are advised to spend around 45 minutes only. Okay, remember you have to be careful. Okay, Afiq, can you repeat how many marks for section C?
25 marks.
Very good. How many marks for comprehension? What do you think?
When you still remember?
Comprehension
Do you
is
still
in
remember,
section
Wani?
C, kan? 25 marks.
Yes. Reading comprehension and summary. Okay, reading comprehension, 10 marks.
10 marks.
And the rest goes to summary question. Okay, a few tips, okay, to answer reading comprehension part. Okay, try not to answer in a complete sentence. What does it mean by not in a complete sentence? Because sometimes students tend to copy, to take exactly from the paragraph and put as their answers. Sometimes the whole paragraph is there. So definitely it's wrong. Okay, definitely it's wrong. Okay, choose only the relevant parts. Okay, how do you know it's relevant? This is the part that answers the question. Okay, all right. Second thing, you can use phrases. Okay, and you can use words depending on the question. Okay, again. I always tell my student, the questions are already there. You don't have to rewrite the question, right? It's there. Don't waste your time rewriting the question. Just straight away give the answers. Very good. Okay. Be careful with the pronouns. Okay, because you are not in the story. It is somebody else's story, right? So try to avoid me, I, my, mine, we, us. Again, depending on the question. If the question allows you to use this, then it's going to be fine. But most of the time, they will not allow you to use I, me, my, mine. I always tell my students that I, me, my, mine, we, us, our, us, ours. Okay, the formula. So they will know. Okay, and we also have HOTS questions. What does it mean by HOTS questions, dear?
High order thinking skills.
Very good. Okay, the answer should be logical. Okay, you cannot go. You cannot give everything under the sun. Okay, it must be logical.
Logic.
Okay, some clues. Okay, usually if the question is about a person, okay, the answer will be in a form of adjectives. If the question is asking about reactions, okay, something that you have to do, the answer will be in a form of
verb.
A verb, motion verb. Okay, so far so good.
Still good, teacher.
What about the students out there? Are you still with
Di rumah,
me?
adakah anda okey?
Saya percaya anda masih bersemangat. Sebab di kertas 2.
Masih tulis
Ada yang ambil nota. Okey, bagus.
Very good.
Kekalkan bersama kami.
Okay, next one. So this is the sample for SPM 2017. I'm just going to show you, okay? This is the text given, 800 to 1,000 words. Okay, you are given the questions and summary question. Okay, in order to answer this part, first thing first, read the summary question. Okay, why?
Read the summary question.
Yes, read the summary question first. Before you do anything else, read the summary question.
Okey, jadi sekarang apa kata kita rehat terlebih
Ya,
dahulu?
kita bagi cikgu kita rehat dulu, cikgu.
Okey.
Cikgu dah masuk dah bahagian ni, tapi tak apa. Kita tunggu dulu. Kita akan berjumpa lagi lepas ni bersama saya Wani Kerry.
Saya Hafiz Syazwan, semuanya dalam
DidikTV.
Bertemu lagi kita dalam DidikTV.
DidikTV.
Baik, jadi sekarang mari kita bersama dengan Cikgu Su untuk teruskan sesi pembelajaran kita.
Okay.
Jom.
Okay, sekarang kita sorry. Now we want to answer summary
It's okay, teacher.
question. Okay, we want to continue with the marks here, right? Okay, so we want to answer summary question. You have to understand the text. Okay, so before you start reading the long text here, you can start by reading the summary question. Okay, why do you need to read summary question first? Okay, because usually they will give you the idea of the whole text. Okay, the question will give you the general idea what the text is all about. So when you read this, you will know you will read about this after this.
Yeah.
Okay, the second step is read the question. Read the question. Okay, so after you read the question, you will know that you will have to focus on this. Okay, the best part here for this section, they give you the guide by telling you the paragraph number. So you know the answer is in that paragraph only. So you don't have to worry, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
By hook or by crook, you will be able to find the answer. Okay, so you are given the guide here. So you have to be careful when you read the text later. Okay. All right. Frequent questions in reading comprehension. Okay, RC is reading comprehension. Okay, usually they will ask you to explain, okay, the writer's view or the writer's opinions on certain issue, or they want you to explain words. Correct or not?
Yes.
Okay. Sometimes words, sometimes phrases, or sometimes one word. Can find a word. Okay. Or sometimes they want you to draw conclusions. And finally, the last question usually asks you to give your own answer. What do you think if you are given this? Correct or not?
Yes.
Okay. So next. Okay. Let's try. You don't read the whole text, but when you read it according to the paragraph given, you will be able to find the answer.
Okay.
Okay, now let one of you read.
Okay, let me read from paragraph 1. What two activities did watching television prevent Jeffrey and Maria from doing?
Okay, so the keyword here is?
Activities.
Very good. So activities, it can be in a form of what? Adjective, noun, verb. What do you think?
Let me try adjective.
Adjective is you are describing a person.
Okay.
Okay. Now the keywords are activities.
Oh, it is verb.
Yes, very good. So usually the answer will be in a form of a verb.
Verbs.
Okay. Verb means something that you do with your hands. Okay. So now, you know your focus is to find the activities. Okay. Now start reading the paragraph. 3 years ago, Maria and husband Jeffrey gave up watching television. Anything to do with the question?
No.
No, not yet, right? Okay. So they agreed that television did more than just emit low-grade radiation. Anything to do with the activity here? Remember, your keyword here is what two activities did watching television prevent them from doing? Okay, because they watch TV so much they cannot do this.
Yes.
So that's the idea of the question. So now, which line tells you the answer from the whole passage? Take some time to read. Okay, which one? Which word tells you related to an activity?
Passion for reading.
Okay, so you are telling me passion for reading. Okay, is passion an activity?
No.
No. So the correct word will be
Reading.
reading. So this is the answer. This is the answer.
How do we write the answer, teacher?
One word.
Or just reading?
Yeah, because the question obviously.
Activity.
Yes. Just give us the activity. That's it. Okay. What if you give another option? What are other options that you have? Another way of answering. Okay. The passion is not the activity, right? Okay. Maybe one of you answered reading books. Is it acceptable or not? Is that an activity?
Yes.
Yes. So still acceptable.
Okay.
As long as you answer the question of activity. Okay. Okay. The next activity.
The next activity is their dream of creating an organic vegetable.
Okay. So you're telling me this line, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So which one tells you the activity?
The activity is creating.
Creating an organic vegetable.
Yeah, so that's the answer.
Garden.
So that's the answer.
And how about if we just put the creating?
Creating what?
Creating
an organic vegetable.
Yes, you have to have until the word garden. If you forgot to put this, it's okay. Creating a garden. Okay, you put creating a garden, still acceptable.
Okay.
The idea of creating is there. Creating a garden is there.
As long as the activities are there.
As long as you answer this question. So far, so good?
Clear?
Yes, understood.
Right?
Okay, all right. So this is the second question.
Okay.
Okay, so read the question.
From paragraph 3, what impressed local residents about Jeffrey and Maria's garden?
Okay, so what's the keyword in the question? What is it that you need to find?
Impress.
Impress.
Okay,
Local.
what impressed you, right? What impressed
local
residents?
residents.
So the keyword here is what?
What?
Okay, so now must be something. What is something, right? Okay, so if you have read the paragraph, okay, look at number 1. Okay, just by reading the sentence, they began tidying. Tidying is an activity. So does that answer the question? Activity. We are searching for what?
What?
What does it mean by what?
Apa?
What? Kalau bahasa Melayu, apa?
Yes. So is this answering the keyword what?
No.
No. So is this correct?
Wrong.
Wrong answer.
Number 1 is wrong.
Yes. What about number 2?
The stunning flowers.
Answering the question what or not?
What? Yes.
Yes. So that's
Right.
the answer. Okay. What about number 3?
Their garden had stunning flowers.
Idea comes true or not? Are we talking about the garden or are we talking about the flowers? Had. The keyword is had.
Had stunning.
Correct or not?
The garden had stunning flowers.
So the focus is on the garden or on the flowers?
Garden.
Garden. But does the garden tells you it has stunning flowers? It has flowers?
Yes.
Yes. Acceptable.
Yeah, okay.
And the answer is
Yes, flowers.
See how simple is that?
Simple.
That's
Senang.
how we analyze the answer.
Yes.
How important it is to read the question. So this is actually half Hot's question. All right.
Hot.
So they gave you a phrase, statement. However, for Maria, it was not all plain sailing. Line 25. Oh, sorry. Okay. So how far is this true?
We have to see
Maria, it was not all plain
line
sailing.
25.
Okay, good. Okay, here line 25 is here. Okay. It's here. However, for Maria, it was not all plain sailing. Okay, so here, starting from here. Okay. So now, how can you find the answer if you are given this type of question? Quite difficult, right?
Is this true?
You have to put some thinking here. Okay, so you will need to look at the sentence before and the sentence after. Okay, so the answer is Maria struggled to get used to Jeffrey's loud music. So,
Jeffrey played loud rock music instead.
so she has to get used to it.
Okay.
So if you are given this type of question, make sure you read the sentence before and the
also
sentence
after.
Okay. Next. Okay, so this is the last question for summary, for comprehension. They will usually ask your opinion. Okay.
Our opinion.
Yes, students, How do you know it's your opinion? Because you have the word you.
How do you?
Because you have the word you. So you know it's your own
opinion.
Answer. Okay, remember for HOTS question, the keyword here is it must be logical. Okay, so now let's say you are given this question. How do you think Maria and Jeffrey's friends reacted when they first decided to give up watching television? So you imagine you are their friends. What is your reaction? Wani, I want to give up watching television. What do you think?
In my opinion, as a friend, I will be happy.
Okay, so acceptable. Okay, then you have to give a reason. Why do you feel happy for her?
Because they can start doing things they love.
Okay, what about this?
I will support.
Sometimes the grammar is not that accurate, but for this part, as long as the idea comes true, they will get the marks. So at least try to answer. Do not leave it blank.
Alright.
Baik, jadi sekarang kita dah dapat sedikit tips daripada Cikgu Su.
Bukan sedikit, ya banyak sebenarnya.
Dan cara-cara untuk kita analyse all the answer sebelum kita menjawab. Baiklah, jadi sekarang apa kata kita rehat terlebih dahulu dan kita jumpa lagi selepas ini. Jangan ke mana-mana, semuanya dalam
Didik TV. Kembali lagi dalam Didik TV bersama saya Wani Kerry
dan saya Afiq Syazwan.
Dan kita bersama dengan Cikgu Su, Cikgu Bahasa Inggeris Kertas 2, dan jom kita teruskan dengan cara menjawab Kertas 2.
Okay, now we are talking about summary question. 15 marks. Okay, the allocation of marks, content 10 marks, language 5 marks, so the total is
15 marks.
All right. Okay, what is a summary actually? So it is a shortened version of the long text. Okay, you have read 8 to 1,000 words of passage. Okay, you have to shorten it to become only 130 words in one paragraph. So that's what it means by a summary. A summary should only be short and precise, accurate. Okay, and then consist only main points. We don't want any examples. We don't want any elaborations. Straightforward. Okay, and then you can get marks for language if you use conjunctions or connectors. Okay, what type of conjunctions? Okay, you can use fanboys. What does it mean by fanboys?
Fanboys.
Okay, so this is the formula for conjunctions. Okay, F is for, A is for N is for nor, B is for but, O is for or, Y is for yet, and S is for so. So if you use conjunctions in connecting your points, your language mark will go up.
Okay.
So because here in summary we also give marks for compound sentence and complex sentence. So the formula is very easy. You want to come up with a compound sentence, you use fanboys.
Fanboys.
Okay, you connect. But the idea must be the same. Point 1 and point 2, you combine them using fanboys. Okay.
Okay.
All right, and then we have connectors. Next, then furthermore. So this is all for language marks. Okay. Then we also have. So these are the things that you have to cancel out when you are writing your summary. You cannot have examples, elaboration, lengthy explanations, figurative language. What does it mean by figurative language? Figurative language. We have you are beautiful like a moon. We don't want that in summary. Okay, we don't have dialogues. We don't want dialogues in your summary. Adverbs. She runs quickly. We don't want quickly. We just want to know the idea that you run. So she runs. That's it.
Basically, summary is all about shorten the words.
Condense. Okay. All right. And then repetitions and opinion. You cannot put in your own opinion in your summary. Okay. And of course, in one paragraph, not in point forms. So these are the things that you have to remember.
Okay.
Okay. Favorite words, common words for summary question. Okay, the word problems.
Problems.
Yes, the word problems. And then what are the words for problems? We have challenges, obstacles, difficulties. Are all the same idea as
problem.
So you understand the word problems, you understand the word. So they're all based on the same context.
Yes.
Okay, and then we have the word did.
Did.
Favorite, right?
Yeah.
Did is a verb. So you know when you want to find the content points, you will focus on the verb. Okay, you're very clear now, right? The verb.
Yes.
Okay, steps. Okay, and then
Overcome.
so those are the things that you have to pay attention when you want to answer summary question. Okay, now let's see. SPMC 2018 again did become challenges. 17 passage summary what they did.
What they did.
So if you understand the basic concept, you will be able to find the correct content points.
Okay.
There are many ways of answering summary question. We have group, we have brief, okay, we have bryce, we have...
Okay, ni apa? Oh, how to pronounce this?
How to pronounce this?
Bosia.
Bosia.
What is this?
Okay, because these are all catered for different level. Good students, you can try group, you can try bryce. Average, you can try brave. This one is for the ones who have challenges in English. Okay, so I'm going to show you this one.
Okay.
Interesting, right?
Very.
Okay, the technical part first. Of course, you know that you cannot exceed 130 words. So the best way for you not to waste your time counting again and again, you can draw boxes. Okay, you can draw 5 times 26. So this is 130 boxes. Okay, and then after you have drawn the box, you can transfer the 10 words given. Remember, for summary, you will be given 10 words, right?
Yeah.
So transfer 1 word for 1 box. Okay, so you know you are touching 130 words when you have completed all the boxes. Okay, all right, and then you have to identify the task. Again, what do you need to do? What do you need to find? Is it a challenges? Is it problems? So you need to know the task. Okay, ask yourself: is it a step-by-step instruction? Is it what the writer is doing, or what else? Okay, so you have to know all the keywords.
All right.
All right. Okay, so this is the question. Maria and Jeffrey decided to stop watching television. Based on the passage, write a summary on what they did, which improved their lifestyle. So you have to find what they did. Apa yang mereka buat. Okay? All right. Of course, you know yourself, right? Whether you can apply. I'm sure all the teachers around Malaysia know all these terms. We English teachers are very familiar with all these terms. So you can use each the one that you are familiar with, okay?
Okay.
All right, so arrange your points according to the order in the passage. And of course, you need to know how to count the number of words. The formula is very simple. What you see is what you get, okay? So you don't have to, is this 1 word or is this 2 words? No, okay. 1 word, is the sample example of 1 word. So this is considered as 1 word, okay? The, heavy, and so on. Okay, if you have hyphenated word, this is considered as 1. Okay, and the rest will be more than 2 words. Okay, Kuala Lumpur, 2 words. Hotel California, 2 words. What about KLCC?
1 word.
Why 1 word?
Because KLCC is a
short form
for
Kuala Lumpur Convention Centre.
So how many words?
4.
4 words.
Oh, it stands for forward.
So you have to know how to count the number of words. Okay, so this is also important for students to know, right? Okay, so this is the question. We are going to apply Bosia here. Okay, remember, 1 paragraph. You can only find materials from line 16 to 42. So you have to know this is the area that you need to focus on. You cannot find anything before 16 or after 42. Okay? What happened if you accidentally took any points from line 15?
Means our point is wrong because we did not follow the instruction.
Okay, very good. Okay, so they will not touch your content point marks, but they will touch your language marks. Okay, most probably they will put outside the prescribed text. But so here means you have accidentally taken content points outside the prescribed text. Okay, so be careful. Okay, that's why you have to be careful. All right. Okay, box the area. Okay, now we are going to do BOSCIA, right? So B stands for boxing the text. You have to make the box from line 16 to line 42. So let's say this is the 16 line. Okay, so you have to draw the box.
Okay. So kita lukis daripada 16 hingga 42.
Until line 42. So you know your answers will be in this area only.
Yes.
Okay, and then the next type is, all right, so now we have done the B, boxing the text. Now, the next step is O, right? O is odd ones counted. What does it mean by odd one counted? Odd, what does it mean by odd?
Odd. Okay,
odd.
Bahasa Melayu dia apa
It's
ya?
odd. Odd
Kami
number.
perlukan kamus di sini.
Odd number.
Nombor yang
Ganjil.
Ganjil.
Genap, sorry.
Okay, so now you have to underline the odd numbered sentences in each paragraph. Okay, within that box. Ignore, remember,
Ignore
dialogues as they are normally examples, elaborations or reinforcements to the points made in the text. Okay, let's say this is your text. Okay, which line should I cancel? Which one should I take? Odd ones counted. Okay.
the couple.
Yes, very good. So we will take this line.
Couple.
Okay, we will take this line until the word projects. Okay, so we will not take this one.
Okay.
Okay, the next paragraph, same thing. Odd ones counted. So you will take.
No,
Why?
because it is the first.
Odd is ganjil. Okay, so you will take this one. All right. In place of television news, this is odd. So we will not take this one. We will take the next one. And so on. So you have this already. So from the paragraph, you will take out the sentence. So this is content point 2. So this is the answer. So without doing anything, you just take the. You will get the point. So this is 1 mark.
All
So
right.
if you have finished doing this, you will basically get the marks. So, but remember, this is suitable for those who have challenges. If you
Okay.
can understand, you can try other formula. Okay, this one is catered for the ones who have challenges.
All right.
Okay, who have problems understanding the text. Okay. All right. Any questions so far?
So far, kalau kami jadi student pun teacher, alhamdulillah boleh jawab dengan segala formula yang senang untuk digunakan.
Betul.
Dan
Untuk
kita
mungkin bagi saya yang dah lama tinggal kat SPM, saya macam baru jumpa formula tu. Sebab cikgu saya tak pernah memperkenalkan formula tadi. Tapi ianya memudahkan saya untuk menjawab.
Ya, betul.
Okay. It's there. All right. Okay. So we have B, we have O. Now we are at S.
Okay.
So S is short and simple.
Simple.
Remember how do you make your sentence short and simple? You take out your examples of relative clause. So examples, when you see these words, they are signals for that the sentence are examples. So you will cancel that one out.
Alright.
So like this one. He opted for other news sources like. So like is one of the signal of examples.
Okay.
Okay. So you will cancel that one out.
We just cancel it. Then how the sentence gonna be?
So this is the final version.
Oh, okay.
Because these are all examples. The keyword here is the word like, right? Okay. So this is the example telling you this is an example.
Oh, means that teacher, if we just we only write
The
this,
content point. We want only the answer.
if we write just the content, then we get 1 mark.
1 mark.
Easy peasy.
1 mark. As simple as that.
All right.
So that's why I said you have to try to answer. Do not leave it blank or do not copy everything blindly.
Yes.
Okay, so give it a try. All right, next. Okay, we have finished S. Now we are doing C. So what is C? Oh, this is a relative clause. Okay, we see the word. Have you seen these words? So these are all relative
Choose which word.
clause. So when you see a sentence with these, so this is actually cancel.
Cancelled.
So this is
Cancel it.
explanation. So the one that we need is only sister Roy help me through
my order.
So this is your content point.
Oh, itulah dia. Isi penting yang kita perlukan.
Yes.
Very simple and a short one to get a good marks.
Ya.
Now we are
C.
at C. How do you connect the points? Okay. So again, you can use
For and nor, but, or, yet, so.
Fanboys.
Fanboy, not fangirl.
Yes.
Fanboy.
Okay, so you can use this to connect all your points. As simple as that. So the moment you combine, I mean, you have to look at the context. Okay, it must be the same context. Okay.
All
So
right.
point 1 and point 2, you use this. Usually the famous one will be and. Right. So it is already a compound sentence. Okay. So
I.
BOSC.
I.
Okay. Remember what I told you? You cannot use pronouns I,
Me, We, us.
So you look at the points again. Can you find any I in your sentence? If you happen to see any I, change it to pronouns, other pronouns. If you know the character is a male person, you change to he.
He. Okay.
If you know it's a she, it's a girl, so you change to she. If you don't know, if you know it's more than one, you can use they. But what if you don't know? There's no clue at all.
Maybe we can use such as the person.
Yes, very good. It can be the writer. Okay, so easy for you to remember, right?
Yes.
B-O-S-C-I. And finally?
A.
So what is A actually?
A is...
All points are safe, okay? All points are safe means you have already found all the 10 points. So it's your job to transfer to the boxes. So now you will have a complete content, 10 content. Connectors, we spare the content, the connectors, the fanboys just now, 10 words. So you will reach 130 words.
The conclusion is we have to do a box for the students to make easy summary and not to exceed 130 words. Itulah dia cara dia untuk skor juga, ya?
15 marks is a lot.
Banyak, sangat banyak. Itulah dia, sebab tu kami dah pesan. Take note apa saja formula dan juga tips daripada Cikgu Su hari ini untuk menguasai kertas bahasa Inggeris.
Ya, betul.
Okay, now let's recall whether you have remembered or not. The formula, B is for?
Boxing the text. O is for odd ones counted. S, short and simple.
C, connect us all.
I, is it me?
And A,
all points safe. Okay, now we remember all the formula given.
Kita yang ingat.
Ya, betul.
Okay, so basically this is your question in SPM, right? So you can use this one for planning. Okay, do not start here. Start on the new page. So easy for the examiners to read your answer. Okay? All right, next.
Next, we'll be doing
final
section D.
Section D, literature part. Okay, so for literature part, we have poem, one poem question, 5 marks. Okay, the answers usually will be in short answers. Okay, and we have novel question, again another 15 marks. Okay, you have to write in a form of an essay. Cannot be in point forms. Okay, and you are given 3 novels because different region use different novels. Okay, and my advice is to spend around 45 minutes only. Okay, so you have to plan very well because you only have 2 hours, right, for this section.
This is the last section, right, teacher?
Yes, this is the last section for paper 2. Again and again, the keyword for English paper.
Read the questions.
Very good. Okay, next.
Okay, moving on to after we read.
Okay, so these are the Form 4 poems. We have learned this in Form 4, The Living Photograph, The Charge of the Light Brigade.
Yes.
And then for Form 5, you have, you have Poison 3. Okay, and you also have What Has Happened to Lulu. So this is the favorite ones, I think.
Yes.
Okay, do you still remember this?
Of course I remember, teacher.
What has happened to Lulu, right? Everybody would like to know that.
Yeah, no one knows what happened to Lulu until now.
Yes, no one knows. So let's pray for the best for her.
Yes.
Okay, so basically the questions are like this. Okay, the last question will be HOTS question. Okay, always asking you. What advice would you give to the persona and why? So usually, again, the answer must be logical. Okay,
from our opinion, right?
Yes, advice. So you're talking about your advice. You're giving advice to your friend. So it should be logical. Okay. All right. So moving on, the next section. Okay, novel question. The last question for paper 2. Okay. So if you want to score this part, of course, you have to know the characters. Okay, number 1, you need to know at least 2 characters. Okay, depending on the novel that you are doing. Okay, then second thing is you need to know the plot. The storyline. Okay, like a drama, right? In the TV, the introduction, the starting, and then the climax. So you need to know the story very well. Okay, and then finally, at least you need to know how to put it in one paragraph. I mean, in one beautiful essay. Okay, so let's see. Allocation of marks: 10 for content, style and presentation.
5 marks.
Style and presentation, grammar is one sole individual marking. Okay, and presentation is another one. So they combine 2 marks, they will get 5 marks. Okay, so the total is 15 marks. Okay, so these are the novels that all Malaysian SPM students are learning now.
Yes.
Okay, so Dear Mr. Kilmer, Sing to the Dawn, and Captain Nobody. Okay. All right, so this is the sample question, SPM 2016. Okay, so you are given three novels. Of course, you have to choose the one that you have learned, right?
Yes.
Okay, what happened if you have learned Dear Mr. Kilmer, you want to answer Sing to the Dawn?
Oh, it's quite dangerous to do that.
Yes. Don't take any risk during SPM. Okay, because if your teacher has been teaching you the whole year, Dear Mr. Kilmer, please do not try or kill yourself during SPM.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. Now tell me, what are the keywords? What are the things that you need to answer for this question in order for you to get at least the 7 to 8 marks?
We have to know the character and also the plot. Like teacher said just now. And for this, we have to describe a scene.
Yes, you have to break the question into parts. Okay. I always tell my students to come up with a checklist.
Checklist?
Yes, checklist. Okay, easy one. Okay, number 1, so you have to describe a scene. So this is number 1. Okay, you have to ask yourself, have I described a scene or not? Okay, a scene, it can be any event or anything, any plot from the novel. Okay, and then you have to choose whether you are happy
or sad.
And finally,
give reason.
Okay, singular or plural?
Plural.
So you have to give at least 2
reasons.
Yes. So I always tell my students to do that. Analyze the question so you don't miss anything, because here task fulfillment is very important. We need to see all the parts are answered, then you can get the best marks.
All right.
Any question there?
So far, no, teacher, because that is very clear. Clear explanation from teacher.
Alhamdulillah.
Yes.
Okay, again, let's see how to answer the question. Okay, so this is a sample. Okay, just now we have the checklist, right? Okay, so if all the checklists, a tick, because you have given the feeling, okay, you have given the scene, you have given the description, you have given the reason. Okay, what do you think? Okay, PR stands for personal response. What do you think about the whole thing? Okay, so if you can fulfill this, usually you will get good marks. Okay, so that's why I ask my students to do this. When they are answering this type of question, they will put a tick. Okay, I have answered this, I have answered this, I have answered this. And inshallah, if they can practice this, they will score high marks for novel part.
Yes, to do checklist.
Yeah, very simple one. Okay, and so on. All right. Okay, that's it.
Okay, finally we have come to an end. Sangat banyak input yang diberikan.
Ya, sangat padat sebenarnya tips dan juga panduan yang diberikan oleh daripada Cikgu Su. Baik, tapi sekarang ni kita nak tanya sedikit Cikgu Su kalau ada apa-apa pesanan buat calon-calon SPM yang akan menduduki peperiksaan tidak lama lagi.
Maybe a last advice for the students to be prepared to sit for this paper soon.
Well, as a teacher, my advice is to calm down. Okay, take your time. Okay, breathe in when you want to answer the question and read the question like we have practiced just now. Okay, do not be scared. The rest you leave to God. Okay, try to remember what the teachers have been teaching you and pray to God. Okay, that's all, and good luck for SPM.
All right, what a great lesson from our teacher today, Cikgu Su. Thank you so much for your time and for all the knowledge you have given to us and also all the students out there. Jadi, Afiq ada apa-apa nak kata?
Itulah dia. Jadi, saya rasa supaya apa saja tips dan juga panduan yang dapat diberikan daripada Cikgu Su pada hari ini memanfaatkan untuk anda semua supaya mendapat keputusan yang cemerlang. Do your best, jangan nervous, apa-apa pun tawakal, insya-Allah.
Dan paling penting, bahasa Inggeris tidak susah. Itu ya.
Baiklah, jadi kita akan jumpa lagi di episod seterusnya dengan subjek yang lain dan juga bersama dengan cikgu pakar yang lain. Siapakah cikgunya dan apakah subjek seterusnya? Kita jumpa lagi di episod seterusnya semuanya dalam
DidikTV bersama saya Wani Keri.
Bersama saya Afiq Syazwan.
Jumpa lagi. Bye-bye.
Assalamualaikum.